committed to complete Northwest news coverage. KIRO 7 Eyewitness News starts right now.
Mexican piss out of you, homie. You feel me?
I chose words as part of my conversations with that young man that were offensive and unprofessional.
Tonight, the fallout from those fiery words and the controversial video that has a community enraged. That video of Seattle police stomping on a suspect and using racial slurs first came to light right here on KIRO 7, and today it was front and center during a hearing on racial profiling. KIRO 7 Eyewitness News reporter Graham Johnson is here with details of that hearing in Skagit County. Graham?
And Monique, that event lasted much of the afternoon at the Burlington Library. People of color shared their experiences of dealing with police, and they reacted to that video.
Anyone watching it would have a reaction to what's seen there, and the language is clearly offensive.
Less than 48 hours after KIRO 7 first showed a Seattle officer using a racial slur and stomping on an innocent Latino man during a robbery investigation, Stephen Gonzalez helped preside over a hearing on racial profiling. Gonzalez is a King County Superior Court judge. He worries this incident will make minorities less likely to trust police.
Systemically, however, it has a very detrimental effect on the confidence that the community has in law enforcement. If you are from the particular community that's offended by the language used, how reticent might you now be to call the police?
That's Manuela Vivanco's feeling. She's an American citizen. Today, through an interpreter, she talked of being detained by police and held for 2 hours while they summoned immigration authorities.
Honestly, I'm really afraid, even to this day. It doesn't matter what kind of police it is. If I see them, I want to get out of the way. I want to go the other way because I just know they're going to stop me. They're going to stop me.
People who testified at this hearing say the SPD incident and the new immigration law in Arizona make it more important than ever to speak out against racial profiling.
We just got to be persistent and continue to do everything within our hands to make sure that this thing stop happening.
Today's event was organized by OneAmerica and the Rights Working Group. Reporting live, Graham Johnson, KIRO 7 Eyewitness News.
Acting Police Chief John Diaz says tonight he will now have to, quote, repair damage to Seattle's Hispanic community following Detective Cobain's racial comments heard in that video. KIRO 7 Eyewitness News reporter Bob Branham says many in the Latino community agree damage has been done.
Another busy Saturday at the South Park Food Bank, but rather than food, much of the talk today is about the video seen by many here on KIRO 7 Thursday night. The South Park neighborhood has a high percentage of Hispanics, and today several clustered around our KIRO 7 mobile newsroom.
I would beat the Mexican piss out of you, homie. You feel me?
Here they watched both the racial slur and use of force by Officer Shandy Cobain and a female officer as an innocent Latino lay on the sidewalk. We also showed them Cobain's tearful apology.
The day is not past in which I wish I could rewind the events of that night and take back those hateful words expressed.
And his video says he's sorry, but that doesn't mean anything.
Alex Lopez, who helps out at the food bank, says now Officer Cobain has to back up his apology with more respectful treatment of the Hispanic community.
Well, those are just words. If it doesn't happen ever again, then that says something.
Others are less forgiving. Carlos Lopez, no relation, says he frequently sees police mistreatment of Latinos in South Park.
It makes angry for me, for my community.
Alex Lopez says now he'd like to hear an apology from the female police officer seen stomping the victim in the video.
What she did was inappropriate. I'd like them to question her. They seem to be focusing on only one person. Why don't they interview her?
The Seattle Police Department says it's been making a conscious effort lately to improve its relationship with Seattle's Hispanic community. But some here now say, despite Officer Cobain's apology, that effort has been dealt a major setback. In South Park, Bob Branham, KIRO 7 Eyewitness News.
The man who captured those images nearly 3 weeks ago was freelance photographer Judd Morris. He often worked for local Fox affiliate Q13 and brought the video to them first. He thought they were very interested in airing it. Then 2 days later, he says that changed.
I was told we're definitely not going to run this. It's not egregious. The cop didn't do anything wrong. This by far, it's the most important news story I've ever shot.
Morse then brought the footage to us and was fired from Q13. He thinks their close ties with the local law enforcement influenced their decision. Q13 fired back over the controversy the next day, saying the video was illegal. News director Steve Krasik defended his position to the Stranger, saying, as an employee, we retain all right to material that you shoot. He also said, quote, we were in the process of vetting this story ourselves and had made no decision whether we were going to run it, end quote. This story getting a lot of reaction, and you can continue to share your comments too on our website. We've also posted the complete beating videotape, plus Officer Cobain's entire statement from last night and uncut interviews with the photographer who shot that video. That is at KIROTV.com.